Hey, this is Paul with LSP Data, and on this video I wanted to walk you through a new offering that we're doing. So point of this is to focus on your specific data and your specific needs, so that way you can continually find off-market properties and continuously close deals, right? So before I get started, if you're a new viewer or if you're just coming across this video, I do have a lot of free content that I put together. A lot of it is step-by-steps on how to find off-market deals on your own, and try to focus a lot on the educational bit. That way you can feel comfortable that we're data experts, and if that leads you to a demo call, then great. But just wanted to remind you, just follow us, and thank you for that. So back to this. So again, the video is gonna walk us through how we're helping some of our customers consistently get deals by helping them create specific dashboards for themselves, right? So let's say maybe for you, this is typically your criteria. Maybe you use a product like PropStream, ListSource, etc., PropWire, right? There's a lot of good products out there, but obviously, as I talked in other videos, a lot of them are at least 30 days behind a lot of the relevant data. So with that, let's take this as an example, right? If you watch a lot of my videos, I'm pretty transparent about where relevant data comes from, right? So for example, if you're interested in evictions, usually that comes from the judicial data or Justice of Peace Court, right? If you're looking for vacancies, obviously USPS, code violations from your local public works, talking about service requests as well, code violations. So all of this is data that over the years, we've been able to kind of compile and index, and that way, we know what's relevant to real estate, right? And what I mean by that is that we know what could be potential motivations for someone to sell their property, right? Or maybe someone who's owned it for a while and they're out of state, and that property is getting various code violations, right? Or maybe they're behind their taxes. Whatever the situation may be, right? In my opinion, this all covers those scenarios. So let's show you an example of a customer that we work with. This customer is interested in specific things, right? They're interested in Justice Peace Court data, specifically around evictions and some debt claim, right? They're interested in vacancies. They're interested in some of the things that may lead to code violations, which they're not yet code violations, so they're even getting ahead of that, right? And again, as a reminder, we offer code violation services as well. And again, part of this as well, customers are interested in a lot of the pre-foreclosures as well, right? So things like list pendants or appointing a substitute of trustee, right? Things that happen when a person falls behind their mortgage, right? There's a lot of loan modifications as well, and there's a lot of document types, county types that I talk about in other videos as well. So basically, for this particular use case, right, we turn a lot of those requirements into dashboards. And what I mean by that is that we're able to create a dashboard for you, which refreshes on a daily or weekly basis, depending on how soon we're able to get the data. But it's all automated once we set it up for you, right? And you'll have different filters, so that way you can list stack, depending on your choice, right? And we can even take it a step further. As you know, we do a lot of virtual drawing for dollars as well. We have a platform for that. But the beauty of this is that we have access to a lot of data, and we are data experts. So we're able to curate and put that data together, right? So we're basically list stacking everything for you. So that way you have a customized dashboard, and you basically don't waste time trying to, go to the services, right? Entering whatever filters you're interested in, right? So let me show you an example of how something like this would work in a real use case, right? So in this instance, we're looking at basically customer. Let's clear the filter and start again here, right? So as you know, you have tax delinquencies. We have vacancy notes, and what I mean by that is that Those are typically complaints made by neighbors or anyone else, right? And we also have images of those particular properties. So this one's pretty bad, you know, everything fell apart and whatnot, right? A lot of them are vacant homes, etc., right? And if you notice here, we're adding other data indicators. Like for example, there was a foreclosure raise on this one, right? But the beauty of this is, again, we're sorting by the most recent ones, right? So these are 2 days ago, right? And you have the ability to also filter on things, you know, maybe this is a lien, maybe this is a notice of sell, right? Maybe there was a debt, maybe there's foreclosure, divorce, etc. Whatever indicator may be, right? Or like I mentioned earlier, maybe you're interested in tire landlords, and that's who you typically target for your marketing. So again, this is an example of a customer who has a service, our service, right? And every day or every week, they log in here. Everything, the dashboard is already set up to some of the requirements and the data that they're interested in, right? If they want to further sort of filter down, obviously they can select any of those pre-foreclosure indicators, right? Or maybe this quarter in their marketing, they're focusing just on a specific zip codes, right? So let's say they came in today, they were interested in specific zip codes, right? They wanted to reach out to maybe folks that are, you know, absentee owners, right? And they wanted to target individuals because they're gonna skip trace these records, right? So it's as simple as, you know, entering this information, right? And it's as simple as just exporting these documents into Excel or CSV. And as you will see, the data is ready for them to skip trace it, and it has all the relevant information here, right? So I'm gonna not show the names for privacy, but as you can see, it has all the information needed for you to go and skip trace it, right? And again, we can work with you on customizing this dashboard for you, right? But to our knowledge, there's no platform out there that exists that gives you that ability, because we have such a wide range of data sets, right? And again, we'll even save you time from having to drive, right, as well. So for some of them, maybe you just want to focus on the ones that you have a visual image, right? And again, if you haven't watched our virtual driving for dollars ones, we don't use Google Street View. Every single competitor out there uses Google Street View. And as you know, a lot of them are quite out of date, right? So if I click on this one, this is from April 2011, right? Whereas ours is close to real time. So if you drive there today, the property will look like this. So just wanted to give you a reminder of that. And again, depending on the city, depending on the county, we may not have images, right? So that's why it's, you know, probably best for us to jump on a Zoom call and just discuss that. But if not, email us. I'll leave the contact information here. But if you're interested in this and this, you feel like this is going to help your business, your operations, close more consistent deals, which it has for many of our customers now. We've realized that we'll rather focus on this niche space to work with you on a one-to-one basis, build something that's relevant to you. And that way, again, you're not wasting your time just going and pulling all absentee owners from your favorite YouTube gurus' products, right? And then by the time you reach out to them, 100 people have already called them, right? So if this is something that you're interested in, right, obviously I'm looking for people that are very serious about their business, right? You're looking to invest as well. And from the operational cost, it'll cost you less because now you're getting more targeted records, right? So that's going to impact, you know, as far as less, maybe you have virtual assistants, maybe the point of this is just to be more targeted, maybe less cost on skip tracing, etc. So again, if this is something that you're interested in, feel free to reach out. If not, ask any questions or comments here in the video, and thank you again for watching.